They say you should never meet your heroes because that way you won't be disappointed. There are thousands of professional athletes performing at the highest levels of competition. Generally speaking, they are all very well compensated and enjoy the fringe benefits that accompany fame and being at the very top of their profession. We hold these athletes up and admire them for their talent, forgetting sometimes that underneath the great rusher, passer, shooter is a person who has to confront the same issues as the rest of us. Welcome to Endless Sports. Subscribe now so you never miss out on any of the greatest facts about sports and the latest trending sports news. Let's get into the video. We see glimpses of their personalities during the game when adversity strikes. Do they explode in anger, curse, and break bats? How do they treat opposing players and officials when things don't go their way? We are reminded by announcers that even professionals make mistakes when a superstar baseball player drops a lazy fly ball, or an all-star basketball player misses a couple of free throws. The analysts will remind us that even the pros make mistakes, but these are fleeting and we soon go back to hero worshipping. As much as we may like to think that a professional athlete has the dream life, they are still vulnerable to the problems we believe are reserved for ordinary people. Having rare physical talents does not insulate you from making poor financial decisions, placing your trust in the wrong person, or struggling with addiction. Great athletes who have praise heaped upon them may still have tremendous insecurity and mental health problems, or be predisposed to alcoholism. Many athletes are unable to cope with the pressure and invasion of privacy that comes with superstardom, to which there is no playbook to help guide them. Today, the rules on what is private and public have been smeared, and an athlete's personal life appears to be fair game for discussion. The all-access desire of fans and media may uncover some warts and blemishes that many athletes possess. We will constantly cheer on our favorite athletes, but we should never forget that they are not perfect and make mistakes like the rest of us. The following list excludes drug offenses and sticks to athletes who have been involved with felony crimes. Here are the top 5 athletes who are or were also criminals. Number 5. Michael Vick. Vick was a first overall NFL draft pick destined for superstardom. He had incredible athletic gifts that had not been seen in one quarterback. Vick could run and dodge like a running back and had an arm that could throw the length of the field. He was seen as a can't-miss prospect. That promise was halted when Vick was implicated in an interstate dogfighting conspiracy. He was on property owned by Vick that facilitated the dogfighting. Vick has managed to resurrect his career after serving a 2-year prison sentence, and he has even made strides to rehabilitate his tarnished reputation. He is one of the few comeback stories on this list. Number 4. Ray Caruth. Ray Caruth makes this list because of the especially despicable nature of his crimes. While playing his trade as an NFL wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers, Caruth was found guilty of conspiring to murder a woman he was dating, who also happened to be pregnant with his child. The mother did not survive her gunshot wounds, but fortunately the baby was saved through emergency surgery. Caruth was later found hiding in the trunk of a car. It is a long fall from grace from an NFL All-Rookie team member to convicted felon. Number 3. Tonya Harding. Who could forget the image of American Olympic figure skater Nancy Kerrigan clutching her knee in tears after she was brutally attacked? The investigation into the attack uncovered a conspiracy between Harding, her ex-husband, and bodyguard. They arranged to have Kerrigan's leg targeted so she would be unable to compete against Harding, her main American rival at the time. The media were whipped into a frenzy from the event and sordid details of the conspiracy. Luckily, Kerrigan was not seriously hurt and Harding was able to avoid jail time through a plea bargain. But her reputation as a cutthroat competitor will haunt her forever. Number 2. Mike Tyson. Iron Mike was feared like no other boxer in history. He would enter the arena with a black robe and hoodie and then dispatch his opponents in record time. Mike has had a colorful career that is well documented through his relationship with the notorious Don King, some famous interviews where he quickly loses his temper with journalists, and of course, the ear-biting incident with Evander Holyfield. Almost as much as his boxing exploits, Tyson is known for his rape conviction, for which he served 3 years in prison. Tyson is still a public figure today, appearing regularly on television and in movies. It seems as though Iron Mike has put the iron bars behind him. Number 1. O.J. Simpson. The Juice, as he was nicknamed, was a Hall of Fame running back for the Buffalo Bills. He was one of the most dynamic offensive players of his day, setting rushing records, earning Pro Bowl selections, and even MVP honors. His athletic achievement, good looks, and inviting personality made him a star off of the gridiron, as he was a successful spokesman for numerous companies, starring in some memorable television commercials. He even parlayed his commercial success with acting roles in feature films. For all of his many achievements, OJ will always be thought of as the defendant in the murder trial of the 90s. He was accused and acquitted of murdering his estranged wife Nicole Brown and her friend Ronald Goldman. The media and public were enthralled with the trial, and it dominated the headlines. Some solace was found for those that believed Simpson was guilty of the murders when Simpson was sent to prison in 2008 for a robbery and kidnapping in Las Vegas. And that's all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed this upload. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for even more great content just like this. Thanks for watching. See you soon in another one.